Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to another Crypto Sherpa news video. I know I missed yesterday. I did a little overtime at my day job and I just got tired and just was in bed all day being lazy. But I'm back here to bring you the daily news. Today's articles, we got Michael Saylor doesn't think Bitcoin is going to be a U.S. currency, but it is digital property. So that's a good thing. China's pumping their digital yuan with $5.3 billion. Elon Musk has a tweet on Dogecoin, couldn't get away from that. Mark Cuban has a new investment. I'll say it's not really a good thing, but I'll show you why. And is El Salvador planning to release a CBDC? A lot of fun news like that. So all that and more. Stay tuned. All right. Let me bring up my screen so that way we can bring you the news. All right, share, and here we go. Michael Saylor doesn't think Bitcoin is going to be currency in the US ever. The MicroStrategy boss thinks Bitcoin is a form of property and points out that the US government is not threatened by other forms of property. So MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor thinks that Bitcoin is more like digital property than digital currency. He was speaking on the July 15th edition on the Coin Stories podcast with host Natalie Brunelli. Asked if he thought that Bitcoin was a threat to the United States dollar. Saylor replied, I would call it a digital property. It's a threat to property. It's particularly a threat to other forms of property. Gold is property. Real estate is property. I don't think the United States government is threatened by real estate or buildings or companies or gold. The comments followed on from Saylor's assertions earlier this week on Scott Milker's Wolf of Wall Street's podcast, in which he stated that I don't really think that Bitcoin is going to be a currency in the US ever, nor do I think it should be. And what it's doing is demonetizing other forms of property. He added as he outlined that people are now weighing up whether to purchase Bitcoin instead of opting for traditional investments such as real estate, stocks, starting a business, or buying gold. MicroStrategy has been gradually accumulating Bitcoin since August 2020, and the firm now holds 105,085 Bitcoin. That's worth around $3.3 billion at today's prices. Saylor told Brunelli that even if Bitcoin crashes in the short term, MicroStrategy has no intention to sell and is prepared for the volatility that will occur in the future. He emphasizes the key is to hodl through periods of market downturns and FUD. He pointed to giants in the tech space, such as former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer, who didn't sell his stocks when the price crashed in the past. But what was the brilliant thing that Steve Ballmer did in order to be worth $100 billion? You know, he didn't sell Microsoft. Saylor also referenced a quote from Warren Buffett that asserts that if you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for more than 10 minutes, and cited that even Amazon stocks have recovered from 80% crashes in the past. One iPhone 12 in 100 years will be worth nothing, so the podcast that Apple is selling isn't going to last 1,000 years. The product that Bitcoin is selling is 1 of 21 millionth of all the money in the world. That doesn't have to change, it just kind of has to not break, he said. The MicroStrategy CEO did note, however, that if the price of Bitcoin is lower than what it is today, 4 years from now, he will have to reconsider his strategy. So yeah, it is, but again, this is a long-term investment, people. Like a quick step, like if you're, like he said right there, if you're not going to plan on holding it for at least 10 years, let alone 5 years, like you're not going to hold it for 10 minutes. Like you're looking for a quick get-rich-quick scheme, and that's not what this market's all about. Oh man, gotta stay hydrated, people. All right, so yeah, that's the MicroStrategy news. I agree with him that this is digital property and just accumulate before it's all gone. And it's just, yeah. All right, let's move on. Next up, China posts $5.3 billion volume in digital yuan pilot program. So China's in the news like always. The pilot trials for China's digital yuan project led by the People's Bank of China. Its central bank has posted some 34.5 billion yuan worth of transactions as of June 2021. The statistics posted were referenced in a white paper published by the People's Banks of China, PBOC. According to the central bank, the new digital blockchain-based currency has been used for 70.75 million payments across 1.32 million scenarios, which means the impact of digital currencies has reached across traditional retail settings, like stores and restaurants and beyond, to public services such as transportation, utility, and government services. The Chinese central bank has stated that it will continue to further expand the pilot program to cover all possible scenarios. for transactions and continue to improve the system level stability as well as back data security. Primarily, the central bank aims to assess the impact of digital yuan project on monetary policy and the financial system with relevant legislation to be made based on the results going forward. According to the white paper, roughly 21 million personal wallets and 3.5 million wallets for organizations and the companies have been created during the pilot testing phase. The PBOC says that smartphone apps, wearables, and smart cards can run digital yuan wallets. Despite its initial success, the central bank admitted that it still has no preset timetable as to full launch of the digital currency. The digital yuan is an example of a central bank digital currency, which has been a traction in research among central banks across the globe. CBDCs have been either in the development or research stages for a couple of years. Now, with countries such as Japan, Singapore, and the UK announcing their respective strategies over the past year, according to the testing done by the PBOC, an increasing interest in digital currencies has helped push the digital yuan project forward. Despite China's recent bans on cryptocurrencies and crypto mining, and despite its warning of risks against assets linked stablecoins, the adoption of CBDCs, such as the digital yuan as proposed by its central bank, remains a positive momentum towards digital currencies in general. So yeah, that's China's news. I guess they're still pushing it. They're working on the CBDC. But in the long run, who knows where this is going to go? Like, is China's digital yuan going to be the CBDC that becomes the dominant one, and then all the other countries are going to build layers on top of that? Or is Bitcoin still going to be the #1 dog, and you're going to build layers on top of that for your currency? So only the future will tell, but this is China working on their currency. But let's move on. How the sports world is embracing crypto. That's right. Sports is really embracing it. We've had poker, we've had the NBA, and now we have NFL, I believe. Sponsorships, NFTs, and fan tokens are contributing to crypto's adoption in sports. Look at that. We got football, we got soccer ball in here, pool table. It's adopting. Sports and crypto may seem like two unrelated worlds, but they have much to offer each other under closer inspection. Crypto exposure through sponsorships. In 2014, Bitcoin payment provider BitPay signed on with ESPN to sponsor a college football game. The St. Petersburg Bowl, although minor, it marked a significant milestone as the first major crypto sports deal this year. Crypto made it to the NFL as the New York Giants became the league's first team with crypto sponsorship. Partnering with Grayscale's investments, and the tweet up right here, the Giants announced a partnership with Grayscale Investments. It's the first cryptocurrency partner of an NFL team. So cool. While football started the trend of crypto sponsorships in 2021, it's tough to find a sports league without some connection to crypto. NBA team Portland Trail Blazers recently announced a partnership with crypto cashback app StormX. Earlier in the year, Miami Heat signed an exclusive naming rights deal with crypto exchange FTX, renaming its home stadium the FTX Arena. The 19-year deal the 19-year deal was worth a massive $135 million. Following this, FTX signed the biggest sports sponsorship in crypto to date when it's partnered with Major League Baseball in a 5-year deal on June 23rd. Those involved in sponsorship deals see a lot of potential in marketing crypto services to sports fans. Commenting on the deal with FTX, MLB Chief Revenue Officer Noah Garden said, "Our fans have been early adopters in using new technologies to engage with our game. Crypto exchanges and payment providers have made up the bulk of sports sponsorships, highlighting the substantial crossover between sports fans and cryptocurrency adoption. Sports teams are starting to allow ticket purchases with cryptocurrencies, with the MLB team Oakland A's offering a full season suite for $1 Bitcoin earlier this year. Sports organizations could also see crypto sponsorships as much needed opportunity to attract younger fans. According to the 2017 study from the Sports Business Journal, the average MLB fan is now 57 years old." Oh, that's true. I guess a lot of people aren't really focused. I know I'm not a big sports person. I thought I was just a small person out of the whole bigger picture. But I guess, yeah, kids aren't into watching it. So I guess cryptocurrencies and NFTs are a way for them to bring in the younger crowd. But that's a cool news right there, of sports getting into the crypto world. And yeah. Next up, we got an article which I just couldn't avoid, but Elon Musk thrills Dodge community with new Twitter profile. So Elon Musk is talking about Dogecoin again. I think I saw in a tweet where he said his little son, little X or whatever, didn't sell any of his Dogecoin, and he's a true hodler. Yeah, stupid. But in another show of support for the Dogecoin army, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has updated his Twitter profile picture to a photo of him with a Doge reflection in his sunglasses. Oh, Muskie. Musk's new look instantly caught attention of the market, with Doge pumping nearly 20% after he changed his photo. Celebrating Dogecoin co-founder Billy Marcus took to Twitter with his post on the meme about Musk's marketing. Elon Musk be like, season downtrend, but he puts on his glasses, boom. That's funny. But Dogecoin, however, has already erased its recent gains, currently trading at around 18 cents on Bittrex exchange. Airs reported of You Today. Musk also brought back his profile picture with the laser-eyed Bitcoin anime girl last month, but it did little to help the largest cryptocurrency price action. Both Bitcoin and Dogecoin are down big time from their 2021 highs after Tesla triggered massive cryptocurrency market correction with its U-turn on the BTC payments. But yeah, Bitcoin, all guys are down, but hey, we're at 30,000. You look at the markets from where it was last year, where it was, it's still up 3 times. I think we're like in the 10,000, maybe 6,000, like fluctuating there. But you gotta look at the trends, people. Bitcoin's always going to correct. Great way to look at that is the crypto fear to greed index, which I show you at the end of every single video, which is like during the greedy times, be cautious because the market could be due for a correction. But as you look through it, Bitcoin crashed at $50 at one point, it crashed at $300 at one point, it crashed at 3,000 last time, and now we're crashed at 30,000. So what's next? Are we going to be at 300,000 for the next crash? I don't know. The future is unpredictable, and I'm looking at the signs and it looks pretty good. So that's that news. Other news about celebrities getting involved in cryptocurrency is Mike Tyson. He sparks debate about Bitcoin and Ethereum, because I remember I saw him post a tweet earlier this week, it was yesterday maybe, that he tweeted about like how much Bitcoin you got. But boxing legend Mike Tyson has taken crypto Twitter by storm with a question about Bitcoin and Ethereum. While Bitcoin and Ethereum are vying for supremacy, boxing legend Mike Tyson is trying to figure out which of the dormant cryptocurrencies is actually better. One of the greatest heavyweight boxers in history recently turned into crypto Twitter for help, reigning a vigorous debate between the two largest cryptocurrency communities. Yep, here is his tweet. Which do you prefer, BTC or Ethereum? In the blue corner, Michael Saylor claims that he has spent thousands of hours considering the same very question that is on Tyson's mind and decided to choose Bitcoin. Multiple proponents of the largest cryptocurrency were eager to take a shot at the rival shortcomings. In a red corner, the Ethereum community jumped to the conversation, claiming that the largest altcoin represents the future of the internet. The debate could have been more productive if it had been hijacked by other altcoin communities that desperately wanted Tyson to pay attention to their favorite token. Unsurprisingly, the holders of Dogecoin and its numerous offshoots named Baby Doge ended up swarming the boxer's replies despite none of the canine coins actually being mentioned in his initial tweet. So, I mean, like, that's good news, because that just tells me Mike Tyson is doing his research, and he probably understands that those coins are crap coins that are going to go nowhere. Like I think in my last video, someone talked about mentioning some coin, the Saito something coin. I did a quick research on it, but it's got a nice CO, and it's not good. It's also just a currency. Like, you want to look for coins that have more of a purpose like currency, because currency tokens are a dime a dozen. We have 10,000 or tons of them out there. You want to make sure your coin has a purpose. If you're going to go for a coin that is a currency, go for the ones with the great networks and communities already behind it, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and I don't know which other ones out there. Cardano has a good chance, maybe even Digibyte. But those top 3 ones right there, they've been around for the past 10 years since it's started. And that's the currencies you want to look for. If not, look for a coin that has a better purpose. Maybe it might have privacy on top of it. Maybe it might help fix the internet issue. Could be helping leverage tokens out for like future loans. But yeah, you look for coins with a purpose. Do your research. Because in our next article, I don't think billionaire Mark Cuban did his research again. He's back in the news again. Mark Cuban accumulated a new crypto asset. Here's the latest on his Ethereum wallet. Billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban is accumulating a new decentralized finance asset. A dive into the Cuban publicly known Ethereum wallet shows the Shark Tank star added 75 Olympus OHM to his portfolio Saturday. Cuban obtained the OHMA trade executed on the decentralized exchange Sushi Swap. Soon after that, crypto trader Tyler Swope called out the transaction in a new video. Cuban staked the OHM, locking up the crypto asset to earn rewards, and now has a total of 536 staked on Olympus, worth about almost $300,000 at the time publishing this article. The particular wallet became public when Cuban showed off his non-fungible token on his crypto collectible platform Lazy. OHM is the native token of the Olympus DAO. The project attempted to create a decentralized algorithm currency that maintains purchasing power over without utilizing any pegs of the fiat currency. The crypto asset launched in March and hit an all-time high of 1,000 later before the crypto market downrun. Since the Bay of low of 164, OHM has rebounded and is now trading at $558. The wallet holds Cuban staked OHM and has 93 other ERC20 tokens, which value that comes of Ethereum-based utility coin. And yeah. So even though he said he was going to be doing his research and everything, he's not doing his research. Because just because a token says it's decentralized doesn't mean it's truly decentralized. Like, I believe this is also from the Olympus Labs page, which I took over. But the Olympus Labs launches pre-ICO, bringing a new financial ecosystem to the blockchain. I believe these guys are part of it, from what I could tell. But they have an ICO. If someone ever ICO'd, like Olympus token ICO, MOT affirmation about Olympus, like, if you just gotta do your research. If anybody ever ICO'd or IPO'd, like they give coins off this predetermined amount, then they are not decentralized. They are a centralized token. Someone's in control. That whole network has full control. If they want to shut down or rug pull like his last coin, Titan or whatever. So if Mark Cuban keeps wanting to lose money, he better start learning and edging himself more on the blockchain and the rules behind it. And people, if you want to learn too, I got rules on my Patreon page. There's a link down below. Sign up for it. This news channel right here is just bringing you the daily crypto news. But if you want to learn how to get into crypto world and do it safely, go add my Patreon account. I will post videos there a lot more. I know I've been slacking this week because I'm also busy working on my website and all. But I got a bunch of videos already on there that will help you get started. But yeah, Mark Cuban, good luck with that. I hope you don't get rug burned again. And next up, we have some kind of fun news because like an article was posted out there that is El Salvador planning to release a CBDC as a local newspaper suggests. Well, in this article is about to break every Bitcoin's heart, or is this fake news? The government is ready to unleash its own CBDC according to the Salvadorian digital newspaper El Faro. The colon dollar is the tentative name that was based for the report on a leaked Google Meet videos between the brothers of President Bukele and high-rank representative from several blockchain companies. It's not clear if the CBDC or any plans they crafted in those meetings are still on the cards. That's right, as we continue on. And an interesting caveat to the whole situation, that is the decision-making are not public servants with official appointments, but Ibrahim and Yusuf, two brothers of the Nayib Bukele, who characterize themselves as advertisers to the presidency. It's also worth noting that the digital publication claims the videos that they got are from May 27th and June 4th and 7th. Jack Mallers' announcement on the Bitcoin 21 conference was June 6th. The Salvadoran Congress approved the Bitcoin law on June 9th. But what does the government say about these videos? The videos are real, however, the previous ideas that were being discussed but ended up discarded. Ernesto Senever, press secretary of the president, told El Faro, "At the time we were studying different proposals. In the end, the proposal that made the most sense was to adopt Bitcoin together with dollar and dollar continuing to be the reference currency." So that clears everything up if we can believe it. However, El Faro says, a source for the newspaper who knows about the negotiation process assured this medium that even after the approval of the Bitcoin law, the plan to end up issuing a Salvadorian digital currency was still on the table. But that doesn't mean anything if the Salvadoran government doesn't actually create the CBDC. Will they do it though? The video contains several ideas that can consider it problematic, but yeah. But yeah, so that's that news. Like, really, I can go on and continue reading it, but they basically explained it right there. Like, it was on the table when they were announcing it. So just because these guys were in articles saying like, oh no, are they going to switch it? They are spreading fear, fear, uncertainty, and doubt on people. Because that's what everything's been in the news the past 2 days. Pretty much been a lot of fun news, trying to shake the weak hands out there, get rid of their Bitcoin, think it's a scam, think it's a Ponzi scheme, think it's not going to go anywhere. But again, fun news, people. If you want to stay away from this, follow some good hype video or hyping guys on Twitter, keep educating yourselves on the currency and the blockchain, not just the currency, educate yourself on the blockchain technology. The cryptocurrency world is just a byproduct of the blockchain, and the blockchain can do so much more, from keeping medical data records, tax informations, just data in general. Like the blockchain can do so much for us, even stream data across peer-to-peer computer platforms. Like it's crazy what the blockchain can do. So study that, and that will just tell you like all you need to know of if this is going to go nowhere or if it's going to be something. So again, do your own research, people. But lastly, in our last article, federal judges allow Ripple to question the former SEC director in an XRP lawsuit. So this is good for you XRP holders. I'm still not an XRP guy because they're just like the banks, and I don't trust banks. I'm moving away from them, and yeah. So the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit against Ripple is taking a new turn as federal judge declares Ripple can dispose former SEC director of corporation finance William Hinman. The SEC previously sought to block Ripple from having a Hinman question started. Missing like periods or something. So I'm reading this and it goes wrong, but the SEC previously sought to block Ripple from having Hinman question, stating that the San Francisco-based company doesn't have the exceptional circumstances necessary to involve the former director. The SEC accuses Ripple of selling XRP as an unregistered security back in June 2018. Hinman gave a speech stating that his belief in the Bitcoin is not security and that current offers and sales of Ether are not security transactions. In its formal response to the SEC, Ripple references Hinman's public statements. In a short, there was no fair notices to the market the transactions in XRP violated the law, or that the SECs would later claim XRP itself to be an investment contract. The lack of the fair notice to Ripple and the broader market was further exaggerate. I don't say that word, exaggerate. Exacerbate. Why can I not say that word? Oh my God. It was further exaggerated when in June 2018, plaintiff's then director of corporations finance told virtual currency purchases that the agency did not consider the virtual currencies Bitcoin or Ether to be securities and would put aside the fundraiser to the accompanied creation of either the look instead of the present state of Ether. Judge Sarah Netburn has authorized the deposition, scheduling it for July 27 after postponing it from July 19th. The deposition comes just a day before July 28th deadline set by the U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren for the SEC to provide answers on its authority to regulate existing cryptocurrency exchanges and whether or not assets traded on crypto exchanges warrant additional investors or consumer protections. So I guess we get that to look forward to. That's what is the day today? Say the 29th, I believe, or say it's the 19th. So we've got about 19 more days until this will actually take place. So for you XRP holders, I'm sure you're loving this news. Like again, I don't know the future. No one does. Like XRP could go somewhere, it could not. But just be wise of where you put your money, people. And lastly, as we always go over, the current coin market cap. Bitcoin is at 31,000. We're still pushing it. I'm loving it. That is holding this position. And that's just good news to me because we 10x from here, like I always say, 300,000 in the next bull run. Ethereum's at 1,900. Binance is at 3. XRP is at 58 cents. Dogecoin is at 18 cents. I wonder if we go back down to the 10 cents. Who knows? Maybe. Uniswap's at 16. Litecoin's down to 118. What else we got? Stellar's 22. Don't like you because you're part of the Ripple team. Theta's at 447. Great time to buy still, people. They're the ones fixing the internet issue. So without Binance's FUD news out there, pick it up while you can at this low price. And move it onto a hardware wallet. Don't keep your Theta on Binance because they're not allowing you to take it off at all. Yeah, that's all that news. And then let's see, the Crypto Fear to Greed Index. Currently, we are sitting at a 19. That is great news. Yesterday, we were at 15. So this will update in about 6 hours. I'll update you guys tomorrow on the new one. But Extreme Fear is a great time to buy. Why is that? Because Extreme Fear can be a sign that investors are too worried, and that could be a great buying opportunity. But if we're ever in the green, when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. So this map is always a great way to look at to see if you want to buy, hodl, or trade. But yeah, that is it, people. I hope you got something out of this news article today. I am going to go enjoy the rest of my day, go for a bike ride, pick up some stuff, and just hang out with my bros. So people, I hope you are staying safe, staying cool, go to the beach, get some water, buy some more Bitcoin, Theta, and Divi. And also, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. And if I get to 500, I'm going to give away 500 Divi tokens. So please share this video with your friends and then enter for a chance to win that 500 Divi, people. So again, I hope you guys are having a great day, morning, afternoon, whenever you may be watching this. And the Sherpa is out.